Hey guys, we are gonna do a vlog part 2 um, of cutting weight safely. Uh, last one we talked about some of the ways that you should be cutting your weight and not waiting until the very end and depleting your body of too much water, making yourself too dehydrated, which could have irreversible effects due to the electrolyte imbalances that you cause by dehydration. We went over all that. So let's talk about rehydration after the weigh-in, okay? You've cut your weight for 24 hours. You're having nightmares of, this is my nightmare. I used to have, when I was cutting weight, it's not really a nightmare, it's a dream. The only reason it was a nightmare is because it wasn't really happening, and I wake up more thirsty than before. But my dream was that I was getting iced tea with ice in it poured all over me, and I was drinking it. And I'm not even a big iced tea guy. I don't even know why that was my main dream. Like when I was cutting weight, and I was like, how you get crazy and you fall asleep, you can, you barely even, your lips are all dry and you're all parched, and that was my dream. So anyway, a big pitcher of iced tea being poured all over me, and then I'd wake up and there'd be nothing, and I'd be even thirstier. But anyway, let's talk about rehydration. Okay, so you cut the weight, you had to dehydrate yourself. I mean, you're basically doing something to your body that gets done, in a pathological way by vomiting, diarrhea, extreme heat and exercise and not drinking enough. I mean, there's all kind of pathological ways to get dehydrated. But the crazy guys trying to fight and cut weight, they're actually dehydrating themselves on purpose. So it's kind of crazy, but whatever. Okay, so you've cut the weight, you're on the scale. As soon as you get off that scale, you want some liquid quickly, okay? I think that liquid should be a very diluted juice, such as Gatorade, Pedialyte, coconut water, which is the rave. I don't know why, but people love it. I know it has potassium. It has some other electrolytes, and it has water. That's the main thing it has. But I mean, so does Pedialyte, and so does Gatorade, and all these other Powerades, etc. It's really trendy right now, but it's still good. Just get off the scale. Don't drink it straight. Drink it gay. Don't drink it. That was a joke. Don't drink it straight. Drink it gay. Don't drink it straight. Mix it with water. Okay. Because if you start downing a lot of, full strength electrolyte drinks like Pedialyte, or especially Gatorade with more sugar, and Powerade, they have a lot of sugar, you're going to get a tummy ache real quick because you are dehydrated, and your body's just going to suck out the water, and you're going to have, you're going to have a lot of sugar, and you're going to get a tummy ache. Okay, so very diluted, like 1/3 the juice, and then 2/3 the water. Mix it up, and then just start drinking it. Okay. Another thing's gonna happen if you pound down anything too quickly, including just straight water as opposed to gay water, straight water. You're gonna get a tummy ache. So you don't want to do that either. Okay. So what you want to do is just to drink small to moderate amounts often, okay? And like I said, my favorite is water mixed with one of the juices, whether it be Powerade, electrolyte, replacement, Pedialyte, or whatever, okay? So that's what you want to drink, okay? And you want to drink it in, say, let's go with 4 ounces, every 20 minutes. And just start pounding it that way. Because if you start gulping, you're going to get a tummy ache. Okay? Now, let's talk about IV fluids. Okay? A lot of fighters do like IV fluids right after the weigh-in. And there's a reason for it. The reason for it is you can pound down 2 liters in 15 minutes in IV fluid, and it's not going into your stomach, so you're not going to get a tummy ache. It's going right into your blood, filling up your cells again, and you're rehydrating yourself. So it is more comfortable to get the IV, and you get rehydrated quicker, but it's by no means necessary, because usually after weigh-in till fight time, you usually have 36 or so hours to get rehydrated. And unless you have vomiting and diarrhea, which I hope you don't, if you do, you probably shouldn't be fighting, you can rehydrate yourself perfectly well without the IV. Okay? But the IV does make it a little more comfortable, and a lot of fighters really like that part, where you can just pound down 1, 2, even 3 liters, and it doesn't go right to your stomach, so you're not getting a bloated stomach, with all the sugar and other carbohydrates, which is giving you a tummy ache. So that's the reason for IV fluid. If you go into the ER with dehydration, if you don't have vomiting, diarrhea, or you're not unconscious, they're just going to tell you to start drinking water and drinking Pedialyte and Gatorade, etc. They're not going to give you an IV unless you're out of it, or you're vomiting so you can't take in the water, or you'll vomit it out, or you'll have diarrhea. So, but like I said, a lot of fighters do like IV fluids. Okay, IV fluids. Which IV fluid should you pick? A lot of fighters like lactated ringers for some reason. A lot of the docs do that. And the reason is a lot of these people don't really know what you're going through or what you need. So, they're just assuming, if a guy comes into the ER and he's like, dehydrated, unconscious, trauma victim, they're going to give him lactated ringers because it has the lactates and other electrolytes, and it also expands the plasma, and, that's not needed for you guys. You guys need normal saline, which is basically just water it's an isotonic fluid. You need normal saline. You could do hyposaline, like 0.45, but then it's just, when you take something that's not isotonic, it starts pulling the salt, from somewhere else in your cells, and then the chloride, it just starts creating a little bit of imbalance. You want a normal isotonic fluid, such as normal saline, okay? And I'm not saying you should get IV fluids or not. I'm just saying if you do. And most fight organizations, including the UFC, they don't encourage IVs, but they know that a lot of fighters are that dehydrated and do feel more comfortable with them. So if you do, I say normal saline. That's 0.09 sodium chloride, period. And 2 to 3 liters, I think, is fine. All right? Large bore needle, 18 gauge, preferable. Okay, it'll go in faster. That's what she said. Okay? Anyway, nothing else going on. That's all I want to tell you guys. Don't guzzle the water too quickly. You'll get a tummy ache. Slowly, but drink a lot of water mixed with your drink, because it's really sugary. Okay? Anyway, if you got any questions, you know how to contact me. Like, share, and I will talk to you later.